Hello, hello. Welcome back to the adventures of the solo self-found hardcore halfling paladin Pallonius. Yes, and I am always screwing up with these headphones and making them all lopsided. I don't get it. New headphones. There we go. Still look weird, but whatever. I'm not here to be a model, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an Instagram model. This isn't an OnlyFans. Just have to take what you get. That's just itching. A sweaty upper lip, alright? No other untoward things going on yet. Hopefully, when they do, he won't be looking at my face in the camera. Haha! Anyway, haven't played this guy in a hot minute. Been busy, started up a wizard, and just I want to get him up. I want to be able to port people, and it was kind of fun. I got to level 16, got some help from 11 all the way to 15 or so, getting power leveled, and then I was so close to 16 when I get my first viable, it's debatable. Some people would definitely not start quadding until at least 20. But I was like, I'm going to start quadding as soon as it's even possible. Like, that's kind of like what I'm doing the wizard for, And I don't want to just nuke and med. So, I started at 16, but you gotta have Sow. You don't have your AoE snare yet. You don't get that to like 29, so I gotta at least have Sow, right? So I had to buy some Sow pots, but man, you spend so much time medding that you only get a couple, 2, 3, quads max, maybe 4, I guess, if everything goes real nicely out of a single charge of the pot, and it's 10 plat per charge, and so I'm really hoping to get him power level to 20 and get J-boots, so I don't have to do that anymore. But it was fun. I did pull off a few successful quads, got my way through 16 to 17. It was nice. This guy maybe looks better with his hat on. I'm debating. I figured out how to make the hat go away. You just take it off and put it on again, and then finally the hide helm thing works. I mean, that looks kind of cool, but it also feels like, what are you doing, Mr. Paladin, without a helmet on? You know what I'm saying? So I was getting bored with the orcs, and I think when I make a plan on this character, it's like a logical, rational plan. But I play for pleasure, and sometimes like the best course of action isn't always the most fun course of action, and sometimes you got to make a little bit of compromise. So here's the compromise that I came to that made playing the character sound fun again. I decided that I think I can take out some will-o-wisps. And I kind of want to get back home. When I started this character, I was excited to be trying the Quanos and the Karanas out, because I'd never really leveled up there to begin with. And I ended up coming over here so quick. So my plan is this. We're going to knock out some levels off of some wisps in the Nectulus Forest. And this is a bit dangerous. This might be where the adventures of Pallonius come to an end, because we got a dark elf, sentry patrolling the path around the area I'll be killing at. He's not as high as a lot of the other guards in the zone, so it's possible we could survive a run-in with him. But also the wisps in this area, they don't run, and they're kind of dense. Like I remember with the ranger, I died a couple times farming these guys, because they were just like I would be fighting one, and then next thing I knew I was fighting 2 or 3, because they would add on. You see, look, here we got guard Velex here. Gotta avoid him, but look, there's Speak of the Devil. There's a wisp's course. There's another wisp being beaten up by this troll man here, who is higher than me. That's another thing. Our level is a bit iffy. We're not going to be using the shield. We're not going to have bash because we do not have a magic one-hander. So there's a lot of things that are working against us in this plan. So that's why I'm saying that might be the end of it. Something interesting to note, you might slightly notice, is that they extended the clip plane in this zone. But you don't get to see it very much because it's a foggy zone, and also right now it's raining. But they extended the clip plane just like they did in the Corona, so you can see pretty far, apparently. This is my first time really giving it a shot. I know the will-o-wisps around here like the back of my hand, so I was able to find one. Let's see how this goes, but, you know, I'm expecting it to be a little tight. And I'm really worried about ads, but I see other people are hunting them too. So I'm hoping that... Oh, I don't even have my HP buff on. Well then, you know what? Let's use some yelps at least. I already got a level 2-hand blunt, so I'm really hoping that we can come out on top. We just need the RNG to work out in our favor a bit. And it's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's looking like it could still go either direction, but it's probably going our way. I'll feel a lot better if we can land. There we go. There's a 26 pointer. And like I said, if my memory serves correctly, these whips are not going to run. I kind of like that. But then again, I also kind of don't, because running saves you HP, because you're getting hits, and you're not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? But if this works out, this could be the play. Let's see, we're at 9% right now. Let's see what we get from this guy. And I was thinking we just get a whole inventory completely filled to the brim with lightstones. However much that levels us up. Probably all the way to 14, I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. And we might even go throw some in the bank and come and get more if they're still dark blue. Why not? And then we're gonna make a very perilous trek back through High Pass Hold. We got 1%. But look. Oh, I don't want to burn out Lightstone. But look, that was actually a relatively easy kill, so my worries were unfounded. These might be light blowing out when I hit 13, actually. I mean, if it's like this. Oh, what do you know? See, this zone just serves them up as if like on a platter, I swear. I didn't fully heal up because I was too excited about getting started on another wisp before someone else did. But I think we're going to be okay. Oof. Famous last words, but again, we do have lay on hands right now. Luckily that guard doesn't come anywhere near here, so we don't have to worry about that. So I think this is actually a very good idea. We're gonna get some good XP off of the turn-ins with the lightstones that we will assuredly collect at some point. And I think that should get us to 15. And at 15 we get a new set of spells, one of which I believe is Lull. And then I was thinking, with Lull, it's risky, but maybe we could try killing some bandits in the Coronis. Bandit sashes and bronze weapons, that sounds like a decent grind, right? Because with the Lulls we can split the camps a little bit. Of course, we bring into the possibility of a Lull failure, but that's why I picked Half Elf, because he's got 85 charisma instead of like, 60, like a dwarf. So it's about time that paid off, don't you think? This should at least, goes up to 12%. So if we're getting 1.5% or more potentially each kill, that's decent, especially if the kills are this easy. And also the opportunity to skill up our 2-hand blunt. We got 2 levels of it. It's at 58 now. I'm not sure what my cap is. Let me check. My 1-hand slash is at 60, so I think my cap is 60. So that's cool to have the skill pretty much capped out. Eventually we might have to like cap out, for example, 2-hand slash. But yeah, this is gonna be our little grind right now. But I should probably keep the camera on and edit out the dead space, just in case, because this is probably the most dangerous grind we've engaged in thus far. These mobs do social, and we do have a Dark Elf guard to contend with. So, but fortunately for me, I've done this grind on my ranger, so I'm pretty familiar with the spawns and paths of the will-o-wisps, because I'm going to be in competition. This is a famous spot for will-o-wisp hunting. But I'm pretty familiar with their spawns, and I'm also familiar with the guard's path, so I should be able to find the one and avoid the other. Now it seemed like the other player was hunting around here, so he's probably gonna have the wisps around here covered, but luckily for me, I know more about the wisps on what I call Wisp Mountain over here. So I'm gonna go find an intersection of a couple of spawns and that patrol. Like, they kind of like to intersect around a particular part of the mountain that I found to be pretty fruitful to hang out in. Almost too fruitful, which is what worries me. Right about here, there's a couple different spawns. Now, I don't know if they're the same ones that are spawned over there that guy's killing, or not. If they are, then we're not going to see them. They're not going to end up coming this way. I believe shadowed men are non-KOS to people, so I don't have to worry about them. Yes, I'm dubious. This is a good place to come and look, because sometimes you'll see one of them sitting on the side of one of these mountains. But I think we just killed those, right? And then, if you can't find any wisps, there's a single pole legionnaire right here. Light blue, but hey, it's something to do. You know what I mean? It is something to do. But before we get involved with him, let me go check one other spawn past the orc camp on the far end of the mountain here. I got a fan blowing on me. I hope it's not getting picked up in the mic. I'm trying to tell. I don't think it is, because I have that cover thing. I think what is getting picked up, I see something getting picked up, but oh, there we go. That's just a scout, so he shouldn't be bothered with me at all. I think what is getting picked up is my wife's phone, but that's life. It's life in a small apartment with a family of 5. So for those of you who are leveling characters, this is the spot. If you got a twink, it's great to come here at an earlier level. Say like 10, 11, even. Like 10. Probably, if with the twink, it should be easy peasy. And these things are great XP, plus you just collect all the light stones and you take them to the Karanas, and great XP on the turn-ins as well. Wow, look, this guy just hit me for 22. So I bet this one, there is a level variance. So you gotta be careful with that. You might get an easy one, but don't think that the next one's gonna be easy just because you got one easy one. Like, look at this guy. He's giving me the old 1-4. I need to increase my chances of landing hits and increase the chances of the hit damage being higher with a Yelp. Now, if you watch YouTube videos, they would have you believe it doesn't help much, but I think I noticed the difference. I start landing more max hits. See, 26, 27 when I hit Yelp. So I really feel like these stat changes have a bigger effect than what that guy's experiments would lead you to believe. For whatever reason, there's multiple different hypotheses I formed that I think I might have already even spoken about in a previous video, so I'm not going to bother going through them with you again. Maybe I will, because what else am I going to talk about? In that video, I think I already said exactly this, so please forgive me, but I still think it's interesting to think about and discuss. I didn't see any comments, so please, this time, maybe if you have thoughts, if you agree or disagree, or you have something to add, please do. But I think what he did is he had like a relatively low stat, and he did like a few minutes of hitting to see, you know, how much it did, and then he like cranked it to like 255, and then he tried again, and then he extrapolated out like, oh, okay, so this much strength has this much effect on the crit chance and on the this chance and the that chance, right? The problem with that was we all know that the returns on stats are at least halved, or about halved, I should say, once you pass 200. So I don't think it's very honest to like test strength at like 90 and then test strength at 255, because the returns from 200 to 255 at least. Ooh, rules reloaded for all these zones. Interesting. Like every zone's rules were reloaded. I didn't see an announcement about it. It just happened. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So the numbers are skewed. they tell you, oh, a point of strength only does this or it does this, and it's like, well, that's not necessarily true because maybe a point of strength when your strength is 90 does a lot more than a point of strength when your strength is, 212. And if there is if a point of strength is worth more going from like 90 to 91 than it is from 212 to 213, maybe a point of strength going from 90 to 91 is also has a larger effect than a point of strength going from 120 to 121. You know what I mean? And maybe 200 isn't the only tier where there's some drop off on the return. So maybe there's some particular maybe there's a bell curve of effect, and there's an area where the effect is extremely pronounced, or not even a bell curve. Probably like the lower it is, the higher the effect, and then it tapers off. It's certain, either gradually or at certain levels, it just drops. So I don't feel like that possibility. Well, I don't. It's not that I feel or don't feel. I know that he did not test that possibility, or if he did, he didn't feel it was worth mentioning, because in the video, he very clearly didn't. He said, here's what it did at like 90 strength, and here's what it did at 255, and this is the change. Therefore, I added this much strength, so each point of strength equals this percentage increase in this and that and that. But like I said, I just did Yelp, and I went from missing. I mean, it could, right? The bottom line is, it could just be RNG, could just be RNG, but I went from missing like 7 times in a row, and before that landing like 3 8 damage hits, to landing 26, 27. Like huge difference. So I don't know. Look, there's the guard right there. He is ready to attack, but he won't get off the beaten path. He's mainstream, man. He sticks to the paved roads. You know what I'm saying? You won't catch him with a few tabs in Death Valley, that's for sure. What's up, bro? You want to end my hardcore run? Oh, running with the devil, flirting with death. I saw a funny little, meme comic cartoon thing, and it was like some girl is like sitting at a table with death, and she's like smoking a cigarette and like drinking and doing something, and like also like playing Russian roulette, and then death's like, "Are you flirting with me?" It's funny. But so it's looking like the will-o-wisps on this end are getting farmed. I mean, I'm totally out of mana, but I've got full HP. So I want to get another kill or two in before I take a med break. But yeah, you can see this is going to be slow. So eventually, this is dangerous. Yep, that's why it's dangerous. You just gotta, anytime you come across the path here, if you're a good race that would get smacked by a guard, just, it's like crossing the street. Like, look both ways before you cross the path, because he'll be there somewhere. Alright, well, looks like we're SOL. But I don't see the troll that was killing. But I do see a corpse here that died just 3 minutes ago, so someone is here, and they're probably killing the wisps and probably bears just for the potential hides. So that troll I saw when I first came by is probably still here. Travis Two-Tone likes me. I wonder what he's for. Let's go see if he says anything. I'm gonna sit while I do. Hi, Pallonius. Are you interested in helping the League of Antonian Nparse by delivering some mail? No. No thank you, sir. It's like I would have been a long, long time ago. Well, am I? Maybe I am. Let's see, it says interested in mail. I'm in. Keep talking. I have a message that needs to go to. Well, right now I have one that needs to go to Freeport. Will you deliver mail to Freeport for me? Okay. It's on the way. Why not? Well, here's why not, because that might be a slot taken away from a Lightstone. That's why. Look at this. This red guy is probably here. So here's some high-level red guy probably here, farming will-o-wisps for his alt. And here I am trying to actually level up off of these mobs. And this is the problem with Quarm right now. Like, the population is a quarter of what it was last time, and yet it almost feels more camped because a single character is doing what, 4 characters would have done before, because that character is like level 50 and he's just collecting belts or collecting stones or collecting whatever for his alt. And, you know, play the alt, dude. That's how I feel. Like, all the belts that I got for my alt were belts that I got leveling up, like an alt, and saving the belts. I didn't like go on a main and farm them. And I'm not totally against it, especially if the zone's empty, but if like there's anyone else, if you even have a whiff of a lobby trying to hunt in that area, I feel like you've crossed the lines, man. You've crossed the line. That's just how I feel. You're a negative impact on the game, and do you want to be a negative impact on the game or on the server at least? You shouldn't want to be that. And you know that you are. Maybe you think that's just the way it is, that's just one of the benefits of getting a higher level character, blah blah blah, but I'm vegetarian, and people will say that's the way it is, that's the natural order of things, lions are eating stuff, but it's like, yeah, but if you don't have to cause suffering to an entity that can feel it, that all might be true, but if you don't have to do it and it causes suffering, it has a negative impact, maybe you should still not do it, The lions eat gazelles, and animals also rape and murder each other, So, should we do those things? I mean, there's a very valid argument that we should. Survival of the fittest, the very exact argument. Maybe the alpha male, seeding the females, ultimately has the best impact on our evolution. You ever think of that? Even if it does, for me, even if it does, I still don't think we should rape each other. That's just me. Like, even if it is natural, and even if ultimately it's actually the best for survival and evolution, I don't want to do that to another conscious entity because I wouldn't want that done to me, So, if I were some high level farming wisps and I saw a little guy running around looking for wisps, I'd probably log off and go log on that alt and just get some kills on that alt. And then maybe log on later and check, and if no one's there, get him some more lightstones. Like rotate like that, like that's what I do. Anyway, didn't mean to get so philosophical on you. Feel free to reply if you feel the need to. Just know that I've heard it all before. So, I think, you never know. Like I said, I'm vegetarian, but I'm not vegan. And so I kind of feel like I know that I should be. Like, if my point is to cause no unnecessary suffering, like it's not necessary, you don't need to do it, so don't cause that suffering to that other conscious entity, then I should be vegan, not just vegetarian. But I lack self-control. I have excuses in my head, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm just not doing it, and I should be. And honestly, I honestly feel that if you agree that we should not cause unnecessary suffering to conscious entities, but you eat meat, I think that's the most honest intellectual position that there really is in the end. Let's just be like, look, dude, I think maybe that's right. We probably shouldn't do it, but I just can't stop, and I don't know. I guess I don't care enough. But to be like, it's funny that now an argument I hadn't heard. I've been a vegetarian for a long time, so there's an argument that's now become like the predominant argument against vegetarianism. And I remember when it first cropped up, and it was just the most ridiculous thing. Somebody said it on some, I think it was like a Facebook comment back in the day when I used to use Facebook, right? And the argument was, oh, like we don't have enough farmland to produce all the vegetables that we would need if we were all vegetarian. And it's like it's been confirmed that if everyone were vegetarian, we would reduce farmland use by to like 1/8 of to either 1/8 on the low end, conservative, 1/20th on the high end. Um, we would use 1/8 of the farmland we're using now because guess what? Animals eat food. When you raise animals, they're eating food. A lot of meals of animal meals go into one meal for your you know, for your one meal of meat. So you drastically reduce farmland use when you don't eat the meat and you just eat the vegetables straight, dude, because that animal grows to be like what, at least a year old sometimes, right? Sometimes more than a year. Some cows, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 years of eating decent quantities of foodstuffs every day. Look, I'm a will-o-wisp master. Even though that chick's over there grabbing 2 of them, yellow to me, like these are giving me like 1 to 2% per kill. So you know she's getting like nothing. They're just farming. And I was like, that's the most laughable argument because it's like exactly wrong. But somehow that's the one that everybody grabs onto. I thought it was much better when people were like, I think it's like we need it. There's special, like, even though we need it for the protein, or like our bodies are naturally capable of digesting it for a reason. Like those arguments are better than the farmland one because the farmland one's literally exactly wrong, and people like still hold on to it, dude. It blows my mind. Like I would be such a better meat eater arguer than the meat eater arguers I come across. I come from a family of lawyers though, so people just get so emotional about it. I don't tell anybody unless they ask. And then they ask, oh look, we're getting our butt freaking kicked this time. This is what I'm talking about. Level variance on these guys. Pretty sure I had full HP going in, and I'm getting ripped up by this wisp. Wow. Okay, so maybe those people have the right idea, being the level they are, hunting the wisps. I was wrong. I was kind of saying that chick's too high to be doing this. Oh, maybe I can get lucky with the RNG. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, they don't run. Oh, no. But it's still, if I get lucky with the RNG, maybe I don't have to... Oh, yes. Nice big fat hit. Give me another one. No, don't miss. Wow. I just don't want to use the land hands. Like, even though it's probably fine to use it, I'm going to log off soon anyway. I just don't want to. I want to have it up for those emergencies, So maybe this is that emergency. We're hitting 20 right now. Defense is going to drop like a rock very soon here. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was close. But we got a decent chunk of XP on that. I think we went from 12 to 16 or 13 to 16. I think we got 3 or 4% on that guy. Anyway, sorry. I know the vast majority of the people who watch my channel are meat eaters, and believe me, I've got nothing against that. Like I said, for the exact reason that I know I should be vegan, but I'm not. So I honestly feel like I'm in the same boat. But just like logically thinking about the arguments, because I'm a philosophy major. So logic is an interesting and fun thing, and like I gotta say, like spending years thinking of all the arguments, I don't think there's a truly sound argument for eating meat. And but there's certainly much better ones than, well, if we all ate vegetables, we wouldn't have enough farmland. And that's the go-to one these days. Like 9 times out of 10, I swear to God. Just, I feel more and more like the Joker in social interactions. In general. I'm not just talking about in this particular topic. I mean, like, in general. Just the inanity. Just the emotionally driven, like... So I can understand why people just fall silent, you know, as they get older. So, this is going to be the grind, you guys. This is going to be the grind. I'm going to pause it while we met up a bit here. We apparently need to have full HP for each battle because any one of these wisps can hand it to us, as you have seen. Alright, we're nearly there. We got a bunch of HP. We'll go all the way up to the top, though, because that one was so close. But I was chatting with my friend Love Trees, and he just told me that Memorial Day XP just kicked in. I saw like a big update thing, and I didn't know what it was. They changed all the rules for the zones. But apparently now we're getting 17.69% XP bonus. Again, with the sexual innuendo, I guess. I think it's like a double like entendre thing, like you got the 69, right? And then 17.69, like not quite 18 yet, like almost 18. But you know, like I can't appreciate these jokes when my friend got his last name removed, which was Thirst Trap. It's like, why, how is that crossing the line more than bottles of lubricant, which are shrink potions, and 17.69% bonus XP? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that is cool. So that might explain why we got such a big chunk off that last guy, but I also think that obviously 17.69%, God, I'm just going to say 18%. that bonus is not so big that it makes that big a difference. You know what I mean? Oh, there we go. I swear I'm the Wisp Whisperer. Should you look at me? I just find them. I just like know where they are. I just feel them. Just trying to get some nice combat shots here. I wonder if I can still cast Yelp when I turn off the windows. I think so. Yep. But I have no idea what my HP is or how much damage I'm doing. There's the problem with that. And look, we schooled this one. We still haven't... Did we get a Lightstone? I don't think so. I think all we've got are burned out ones thus far. So this is actually not so bad. Like, we can go on a decent run. When we heal, we can heal ourselves up from, you know, 60, 50% a few times. 2 or 3 times before we're out of mana. So we can get like 3 or 4 or even 5 fights in, depending on how hard the wisps are. Darn, another burned out one. Before we have to stop and do a med break. Looks like we got quite a bit of competition now. I've been wandering around to the point where my HP has regen from like 90 to 100%. And, yeah, haven't seen another wisp yet. I mean, if they were out there, I would find them because I'm the Wisp Whisperer. But I just think that they're not there right now. What can we do? I guess this is the part where we put the Legionnaire down. Come at me, bro. Let's try our new shield. I don't think I've tried it yet. Since I got it. Yeah, I just got it. Let's see how much we can bash for now. There's a 12-point bash. That doesn't seem like an improvement. Hopefully that wasn't the max. Because I spent money on the shield hoping to increase the maximum bash damage. So be a real bummer if I didn't do that. 14, okay. I believe that's a bit more. Oh, one-hand slashing just went to 61, so my cap is not 60. It's at least 65. That's good to know. Here, okay, looks like my cap now on damage is 14. I feel like that's the same. Or maybe it's 2 more, but it's definitely not, you know, double the AC like I was kind of hoping. Oh well. Well, what's done is done. We already got this heavier shield. Makes me want to sell it and go back though, because the shield is significantly heavier. I don't want to carry that much extra weight if it's not doing anything for me. Look, we still got 100% HP. So yeah, that's a... At least it'll be another thing we can do when we're waiting for wisps. Another opportunity to skill up. Apparently, we got to get to 65 on our weapons. I didn't realize we still had more levels to go. They both hit 60. Makes me think, oh, that must be the cap. Tricky, tricky. I kind of want to kill halflings. Oh, wow, yeah, never mind. One of them was dark blue, though. Not a smart idea on this character. Should just be a good guy, like I'm supposed to be. But God, I hate halflings. I want to kill them all. I mean, it's just, it's in my blood now. I got a taste of the halfling slaughter, and I want more. I want more. I'm a half elf. We're the real half. They're like the little weird halves. Oh, it wasn't 17.69. It's a 17.76. Okay, well, I apologize for thinking it was sexual innuendo. Because it's not. It's in reference to American history. All right, that is classy. Well, would you look at this guy? This player is running the self-found hardcore rule set. Now, he can group with others. I cannot. He is green to me. And he's just running by a dark elf guard? Like, what is he doing? I guess he's not KOS to them. Or he didn't get close enough. I don't know. It was weird. But if you're self-found hardcore, what are you doing running through human? I guess he came from Freeport, right? Maybe he's a necro? That would make sense, right? Self-found hardcore necro. I think can go just fine. Anyway, back to the pause while I continue the hunt. I think we're going to log off in a second here. Obviously, this is not the best time to do this. It's late at night, which means it's later in the morning now for people in other time zones. So there's more people on, probably. If I do this at the beginning of my session, I think it should be open. But then again, that's a little dangerous because when it's open, that's when you're getting ads. And you saw how that one wisp just ripped into us. Like, ads are not healthy for us right now. I'll have to be an ad dodger. I'll have to, when I grab a wisp, I'll have to find a spot to pull it to that I feel comfortable with. Something where I can keep an eye out and see the ads coming before they jump me. Also something that's not so far from the zone line. And we're going to call it from now, but it's just going to be a pause in the video. Alright, so it's time to get smashing again. On some will-o-wisps. Hopefully not too much competition now that I logged on again. I'm gonna mostly just pause it for now. So we made pretty good work of that one. as you can see. I haven't seen anyone else wandering around, but they could be there. We got a couple of new skills that are just leveling up now. Oop, I didn't see what that hide corpse off. There we go. Tell me we finally got a lightstone. Greater, even. Alright, that's some platinum right there. It's going to be dangerous doing the turn-in, though. As everybody knows, there's some very dangerous mobs by where you got to turn in this quest. So, this entire idea really is borderline nuts, to put it mildly. But go big or go home is the way I feel about it. Getting ready to start in Ixar SK next weekend. About a week from now. That's going to be exciting. I've always wanted to play an SK. In the early days of Quarm, I started one. I got him to level 2, but I didn't log back on him. But he was a human, started in Freeport. I think part of what made me drop him was I was trying to start in Quanos. That's why I did a human SK. I was hoping to start in Quanos and do the whole Quanos Aqueducts thing, you know. And then when I found myself in Freeport, I started to give it a shot, and I didn't log back on. And while I'm tempted to do the do another Quanos start, oh wow, this guy let me have it decently. He hit me for 22. Ixar is just the way to go. I mean, it's just great timing to do a fresh launch, fresh char. It's like a fresh launch. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people, I'm sure, playing Ixars, and there's going to be no twinkage or anything. The regen will be nice to be doing a tank character like that, so downtime is reduced. You know, as much as can be. This character should get a lot of survivability because his dodge is just starting to level up now. It's only 17, and the other new skill that we have leveling up is meditate. So that'll help us keep going. Shorter med sessions. It's also only 19, so once that catches up, that'll be a few extra points of mana while we're sitting down. Let's see how our luck is on this kill here. That last one only gave us 1% XP, I think. And that one gave us 2. So the lower ones, I think, give us about 1.5%. And the higher level ones can give us up to 3, maybe 3.5%. So we're kind of at a sweet spot for doing this grind. Maybe a little too sweet for hardcore. It is dangerous. Alright, another fight. Almost done here. Only brought us down from like 97% HP to 72 thus far. 70 now. Nice and safe. And a nice jump in XP on that one, actually. So our XP per hour counter, of course, we haven't had a med session since we started, but it's got us at 75% at the moment. I'm sure the med sesh will pull that down a bit, but that's still pretty good, and we're still not going to need a med sesh yet. We're going to burn our mana healing up to like 95%, and then go hunt yet another Will-O-Wisp. So, pretty decent XP speed here, if you ask me. 93 will do. Hopefully we don't get one of those super hard wisps. And it seems like on this particular session, I don't seem to have any competition. I haven't seen anybody, and all the wisp spawns I've gone to visit have had the wisp there. So it's a good time to be grinding the wisps, apparently. Time to head back near the guard, near the entrance. But gonna not show all the fights. I'm gonna mostly just maybe show the end of each fight. Maybe not even that. And tune in for the results. And also, just have the video paused in the background, so if things do go south, I can catch that. Gotta make sure we catch the death whenever it should happen. Almost tempted to push for another one before taking a med break, but gotta play it safe. Yeah. This will be perfect. By the time it takes us to med up 20% HP, we'll have med up at least 50% mana. And we'll be ready for another good sesh. Just gotta keep an eye out for that guard, because this particular fight was near the road. And we'll head back over to this wall. This wall is close to the zone line and near Travis two-tone. It just seems like a safe place to sit. Med time. Let's see how many points of meditation skill ups we get on this. Alright, got up to 63% mana, and unfortunately, only one skill up on meditate. But I guess when your wisdom's as low as mine, that's to be expected. But it'll get up there. I would have kept going. Might as well get full HP, but I saw a wisp. So, let's get started. Alright, unpause it here because we got to be careful with another wisp coming this close. We do not want ads, especially with this one actually giving us quite the beating. Yeah, look, good thing I took a look there. I was hoping to kill this one and run over to that one, but the RNG just went south for us quick, and we're going to need to heal up quite a bit before we try another one. And it is still going south for us. Horribly so. Wow, this guy, we had a strong lead, and this guy's catching up now. It's ridiculous. Am I gonna get EverQuested? I just saw a classic short of getting EverQuested pop up again. We are getting EverQuested right now, that's for sure. Holy crap. Are we gonna have to lay on hands on this guy? I really don't want to. Okay, 27 better go up to 30% XP. That's all I gotta say. Yep, it did. Okay, good. And we better get a Lightstone. Alright, we did. But 18% HP, holy crap. We got another med session after just one kill, I think. Ridiculous. Alright, you guys. So, med sesh finished, and I killed one more off camera. And I'm killing this one, and this one's probably going to be my last of this session. It's one of my lunch break sessions. And it's the day I would usually load a video, upload a video, and I didn't have a video ready. I wasn't planning on it. I was going to make this video more of a, I was going to add more sessions and try to get all the will-o-wisping in on this video. Just have the video paused in the background in case something happens that I need to record, like a near death or a death. But I decided, you know, I said enough on this video. It's already long enough. I'm gonna start another video to finish this session. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, even though we didn't even get close to leveling or really accomplishing much at all. We did get another Greater Lightstone on the last kill, so that's cool. We got 2 Greaters and a normal Lightstone, which, considering how many I've killed, I guess it's about average, but felt a little unlucky to me. But it's fine. The longer it takes to fill my inventory with Lightstones, the more XP I get before I have to leave this place. And this is really a great spot to grind, and we do want to make sure we get all the way to 15. So if it takes me longer to get my inventory full, then that just means more Lightstones. I actually don't even have that much room in my inventory, actually. Especially with all these level 15 spells. Yeah, I might need to swing by the bank or grab another medicine bag somewhere. But we really need to get to like level 14 off of Will-O-Wisps to enact that plan. So now that I think about it, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen unless I get some more bags. What I could do is, since I am pretty much exclusively using my Bloodforge hammer, I could put the axe and shield in the bank and grab another couple of bags. Maybe backpacks? I don't know. There's some. I could put the spells in the bank. I should do that. I should put the spells in the bank. What I'll do is when I'm full up now, I'll run back to Freeport. I'll put these weapons and all my spells in the bank, as well as many Lightstones I can fit in the bank. And then I'll come back and get a whole nother load of Lightstones. And that way, when I run to the Karanas, I can turn in as many light zones as possible. Then I'll have to make a long run back to Quanos, grab a whole nother load and run back there. It's going to be a long run. The Karanas are huge, and there's no Sao on this guy. But that way I think I should be at 15 before I need to start killing other monsters in the Karanas, which I'm hoping can be bandits, but I'm not sure if... will I have leveled out past the bandits, or am I still too low for bandits? You know, there are casters, right? So, I'm not sure. Let me take a quick look at a bandit here on the wiki. A bandit 9 to 12, so I'm actually probably will be about perfect at level 14 or 15. The 9s might be light blue. The 12s will be dark blue. Yeah, should be perfect. The brigands are 12 to 16. That's not going to be as fun. Have to dodge the brigands, kill the bandits, but we should be fine to do some Western Karana bandits. So, yeah. Sounds good. Next video will be here. I'm just going to start it off with a little intro, and then I'm just going to keep it paused. I want this to be just the beginning. The next video will be the run and the Lightstone turn-in, and I should be level 13 or 14, so I'll just try to capture the dings and dangerous moments as I finish off here. Hopefully that's only like a 15-20 minute portion of the video, the rest of this grind, and then we can finish the video out with the run and the turn-in, and perhaps even, depending on how things shake out, even a bandit kill or two to see, to test the waters out. Looks like we got competition now. This guy is the same level as me, so he's definitely going to be hunting wisps, this Necro here. So anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Just backed up a whole bunch of pictures and videos off of my wife's phone onto our external hard drive, which I connect via USB for just such an occasion. So you can see we got wisps roaming for days. I'm playing early afternoon, about 5:20 after work. Same day as the end of the last video actually, but figured I'd get a head start on it since I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna make this a compilation of multiple sessions video. And as you can see, we're just crunching the will-o-wisps again. I'm gonna keep this intro pretty short. The goal of this intro is just to get the video started so that I can pause it and just kind of keep it on and unpause it when something actually happens. But I plan on not recording so much of this grind, considering that we already saw a good deal of it and not much is going to change. I just want to be ready to catch the death or any near death or any exciting moments. Herefore too, like with like this one right here that just surfaced, we got an ad. Now we got to make a decision. And look, there's like, oh my gosh, they're everywhere, man. They are everywhere. See, now with an ad, I think the smart thing to do is to zone, but it's like, I've already made such strong progress on this guy. If I can just kill one, but then what are the chances of me escaping alive? That's the thing I gotta consider. This is hardcore. And this is why this spot's a little dangerous when you're alone, because there's a lot of will-o-wisps, and they don't like it when you kill one of their own. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for killing both of these guys. Get a little excitement on there. Maybe part of me wants this character to die at this point, because, gotta be honest, I got a lot of other characters to work on. It was fun in the beginning, and it's still fun. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of wish I was on like P99 Red, where I got like, 200% XP or something, because I don't want to just grind like this through all these levels on this guy. It's just, the grind is so long. The time sink is only going to get bigger and bigger as we go forth. So, anyway, we're waiting for us to hit maybe like around 10% HP. Let's just do 15. Around 15% HP, we're going to hit ourselves with the lay on hands. I'm going to hit F1 and click lay on hands here. And hopefully we get some better RNG and we manage to kill a wisp before then. But even if... Oh, I already did the F1. Okay, let's just do it. Okay. Now I'm having trouble targeting. There we go. There we go. Full HP. Already down 8%. Already down 10%. Alright, wonderful. Yay. Hooray. Wow. Come on. Give me some RNG, please. Please, I need it so bad. Just let me... There, 17 points. Wow. I thought with the lay on hands, I'd be able to kill both of them. But I'm already down to 60% now. Oh no! Oh no! We got a third ad! Alright, so not only did I just burn lay on hands, but it's all for naught because we're not even gonna get that one kill. No, we're gonna try to get that one kill. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna give it a shot before I zone. That's just ridiculous. Where are they? Alright, well, how close am I to the... I can't risk it. Hardcore, I don't think I can risk it. Not if I want to be considered sane. I'm risking it. Come on, just give me a couple good hits. Let me kill. Yeah, he's down to 2%. Come on, baby. Come on. Yeah, cha, pa, chu, ka, da. No. No. Please don't let this be the end. Don't make me... Oh, I can't. Come on, it's only 3%. No. Yes, run. We got him. Suck it. Yeah. Now that, my friends, that is true courage you just witnessed. True courage. Who else on a hardcore character could have had the balls to stick that out? Nobody I know. I'm going to assume. Victory. Squeezed out of a defeat. One frickin' wisp dead. At the cost of 2 whole bars of HP. Hooray for RNG. Alright, looks like we're in for the super heals. We'll get back out there and loot the corpse. I'm gonna pause it for this heal sesh though. Alright, so we just zoned back in, and there it is. There's the Will-O-Wisp's corpse. Give me a lightstone. No, of course not. Alright. Anyway, since we're playing at off hours, and there is literally only one other player in the zone, a level 3 wizard, we are all alone on these wisps. And as you can see, when they're not being cold, they get quite dense in their numbers. So, we gotta play this smarter. Look at this. There's 3 wisps all right there converging across each other. It's like it's the field of wisps. So we're gonna snag one of these mofos. Hopefully, one day. Okay. And I think we're gonna take him back towards the zone line. Because I know for sure they're not path... Oh shoot, here comes the one. Please don't add on. They're like little annoying flies, man. There we go. And we got to go far enough back also to avoid not only any wandering wisps, also the guard, which will come right to the end of the path there. So let's go back even further. Just don't play with fire unless you want to get burned. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's going to be a good grind here, boys. I'm going to pause it for now. Try to catch any more exciting moments like that. I'm glad we got that in there, though. It's almost worth, the trouble of wasting lay on hands and also all my mana to kill just one wisp, just because it's a little exciting. Like how long can you sit here and just be like, ah, ah, cha-ching. You know what I mean? Like the soul needs more than that. Oh, we just capped 2-handed blunt. That's good news. There's Mr. Level 3. Look at how slow he is. It's like he's in slow motion, dude. Maybe he's encumbered. Anyway, I'm gonna pause it for now, boyos. Oh, let's just see what we got on this wisp first. Come on. Good luck. It's on camera. Nope. Nope. We're still good for another one, though. Alright. Alright. A greater lightstone. Very nice. Those will be, I think, 8 plat profit, if I'm not mistaken, as well as the XP. The XP for the Lightstones is the same, greater or normal, but you get that special book which you can then turn around and sell to the very same person you're turning the Lightstones into for about 8 platinum. So for those of you who are not already familiar, that's why this quest is so good. XP is good on each turn-in, and then also the greater Lightstones are paying back money. And that's also why if you see people in the tunnel selling or buying Lightstones, you'll see 1 plat for a Lightstone, 10 plat for a greater Lightstone. I think it sells from like 8 to 9 plat, and then so you're actually only getting 1 plat profit, because if you yourself turn in the greater Lightstone, you could get 8 or 9 plat. So if you're going to buy the greater Lightstone off somebody, you got to offer 10. So it's kind of like the belts, they're like 1 plat per. But that's why you see the 10 price. It's not because a greater Lightstone gives so much more XP, it's just because it gives the money back. You buy a greater Lightstone for 10 plat, you're getting 9 of that plat back, 8.5, 9 of that plat back. That's why. I'm sure the majority of the people watching are already familiar with this, but you know, there's probably a couple people out there who aren't. I remember it wasn't so long ago when I wasn't so familiar with it. I think I didn't know about it until Marrow on this server. I didn't know the details of it. I had never done it before that. So if you're watching, if you're thinking about, hey, I want to start an alt, but I want to power level that alt, then the path for you is bone chips to like 7 or 8. Belts can take you to like 13, 14. Maybe let's say just 12 on belts, and then you could use Lightstones to get up to like 16. You could power level to 16 even, maybe 17 off of those 3 items. So if you had like a bunch of plat and you wanted to start an alt, but you were for some reason unfamiliar with these quests, you know, if you have a bunch of plat, that means you probably got a main, like level 50 main, but it's possible to have a main and not be familiar with the power leveling through items route. That's how you do it. Of course, on Quarm, remember how difficult it is to skill up things, especially things like defense, right? So if you do choose to do that, it's good to stop every few levels and level up your defense. The best level to stop at is level 4. So when you're turning in those bone chips, when you hit level 4, stop and go out and let the level 1 mobs beat on you. Because when you're level 4, level 1 mobs still con dark blue, which means they can still give XP and they can still cause skill ups. As soon as you hit 5, level 1 mobs turn green. They can no longer do that for you. So that's why level 4 is a very critical level to max out your defense before you continue to turn in the items to power level your character. If you want, you can skip bone chips and you can just go straight to belts. I'm sure they level you up real quick through those lower levels. It's probably a smart thing to do. Straight for belts and then Lightstones. Now, if we were on P99, the next item would be Goblin Ears from High Pass Hold Keep, but those have been nerfed on this server, unfortunately. So besides the Wisps, after that, I think you're just kind of going to have to level or get power level the old-fashioned way. There's no item turn-in that I'm aware of that you can do from that point. So there you go. Now, when I went and pulled that other wisp, there were like 3 wisps here, and it just felt like super dangerous trying to pull these guys. So I'm just going to show, looks like I'm fortunate enough to have gotten this guy alone. I don't know why. There we go. Finally, the swing. Okay. Anyway, we're going to keep grinding it out here and tune in for any commentary and or action that is worth recording. But mostly we want this grind, which is going to be a long grind, to only be a small part of the video. So, talk to you soon. Alright, I literally just paused it when I pulled this wisp, but this is the first wisp in a while that's making me feel like I'm going to have to zone him. Like, look at this. He had a decent, he still has a lead on me, but he had like a 20-point lead on me. And Lay on Hands is still down. I mean, can I risk this? The RNG went back my way a little bit, but then, I mean, it doesn't take long for it to swing the other way. Look at that. Now he's got 5 points on me. Wow. I think we're going to have to zone this guy, unfortunately. There, now we're ahead. See? It's just like... There, now we just crushed him again nice and hard, but he's not going to run. What a close fight. Some of these wisps put up a good fight. Please, RNG, give me a nice smasher to make me feel comfortable about this. Oh, okay, give him one. Okay, I guess that works. Yeah, just let me... Actually, RNG, yes, please have me miss a million times in a row. Okay, there we go. 26. Don't ever quest me. Do not ever quest me with 88% mana that I just can't use because I don't have root. 15% HP. This could be it, boys. I feel like we gotta go for it because we're like one fucking hit away. He's at 3%. We're at 12. Hit him. Hit him. Oh no. He's at 1%. We're at 7, 6, 1. We're dead. It's over. It's over. I can't even run at this point. That's it. Why didn't I run? Why didn't I run? Alright, so this is going to be on the tail end of the previous video. That was fun. It was fun. I'm not going to lie, I had fun. Ah! Gah! And you know what? Like, I hate to say it, but I was kind of a little bit getting over it. Gotta be honest, and I think that's why I didn't do the smart thing and run for it. But it was like, come on, dude. I had a decent lead on him at one point there, and then it's just like miss, 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 miss. Like, really? Let's look. Let's look. Okay, like, okay. He hits me 1, 2, 2, 20, 10, 1, 5, 12, and then I hit him for 7. Then he hits me for 6, 20, 8, 1, 16. Like, he's hitting me like 6 to 1. Whereas before that, it was, you know, like, I just got EverQuested. Well, you guys, that's going to be it. We're not doing that again. That's the run of Pallonius. It was fun. I really did enjoy it. It was cool to check out Quanos. If I do it again, I'm going to do not solo. If I do another hardcore, it could be self-found hardcore, but it's not going to be solo. That way I can group up and play with some of the people in Lost and Self-Found and etc. But we had a fun run. We only made it to 12. Was there a server message for me? Not that I wonder if everyone else saw a server message, like, or maybe you have to be like level 15 for it to send out a message when a hardcore character dies. Who knows? But I didn't make the cut, I don't think. But anyways, guys, stay tuned to my other characters, and who knows, maybe a ways down the road, I'll do this again. Peace.